welcome back to my channel where I love two things, Jesus, my Lord and Savior, and food. So today we are going to make bagels, specifically everything flavored bagels. I have already prepared the dough. I use, Bakeria's website for bagels. I love her recipe. I've tried a handful of recipes and hers I think is the best. So I prepared the dough. I rolled it out. I have shaped them into bagels. Now you're supposed to let them sit to kind of fluff up again for about an hour. I've had them out for about 40 minutes because my kids really want bagels, so they're ready to eat. So I have another sheet back there that I'm going to freeze, so I'll let them rise a little bit longer. So I am going to show you the process of bagel making after the dough is done. I have a pot of water going. It's 3 quarts of water boiling, and I think it was 3 tablespoons of sugar put in there. What we are going to do is I have a slotted spoon to let the water get through. I am going to place the bagels just 2 or 3 at a time in my bowl. I'm going to put them in the water, and we're going to let them cook. The directions say a minute total, 30 seconds on either side, but the longer you have them in the water for, the chewier your bagels get. So I actually do not let it go that long. I don't like them as chewy. So by the time I add some bagels in, I get in there and I flip them around, and then I pull them right back out again in another few seconds. That's just how I like it, but honestly, everybody's different, so do what you like because it'll be your kitchen, right? So you're going to just put them right back on your sheet. I like to line it with the parchment paper because it is wet. We are going to be dealing with egg white and with seasoning, and I just think the cleanup is way easier. So we're going to continue to do this for all of the bagels that we have. I made bagels last year as a Christmas gift. I like doing homemade food gifts, and everybody loved them. It's such a easy, fancy looking thing to do. So if you like to make homemade gifts, that would be a good suggestion for next year. Bagels, the only problem is you gotta make them pretty close to Christmas. All right, almost on here. Now once we are done cooking them all in the water, the oven is preheated to 375 degrees because they do also bake in the oven. So you have to boil them. Boiling them, the purpose of that is to give it that really nice, smooth, shiny outer coat so that the inside stays fluffy. Okay. Turn off the boiling water because my other bagels are not ready for this step yet. So we're going to make sure that you let a lot of the water come out. You don't want puddles of water on your baking sheet. Okay, next step, and this is important for 2 reasons. You want your toppings to stick. Oh, where's the towel phone? You want your toppings to stick, and you want your bagels to have a good color. So you do some egg white, and you brush the egg white generously all around your bagels. That's so you can see it a little bit better. I like to get it in the middle of the hole, all around the edges, and on the tops really well. Cover them all really well. And then once you're done this step, you can either bake them as is, or you can choose to put a topping. You can do onion on the top. You could do the cinnamon sugar on the top. I like the everything bagel seasoning. I do sometimes do some plain, but mostly everybody likes the everything bagel here. Now one thing I did notice, if you are aware of ingredients, if you're a label reader like I am, make sure to read the ingredients on the everything bagel bottles because not all everything bagel seasoning is made equally. Some of them have natural flavor in them, which I try to stay away from as much as possible. So definitely make sure to check out the ingredients. before you buy your bottle of everything seasoning. Okay. Done. Easy peasy, right? Okay. Now all we're going to do next is sprinkle on our bagel seasoning. You know what? I like to open up the tab part because not a lot comes out the other way, and sometimes some of the bigger seeds don't fit through those little holes. Then you have a bunch of poppy seed on your bagel and not a lot of all the other good stuff. And this step also, do as much or as little as you like. And then once you're done covering your bagels, you are going to pop them in the oven 20 to 25 minutes. You're going to look for the nice, beautiful golden color on your bagels. And there is nothing better than a fresh bagel right out of the oven. It's so delicious. I like to also, you notice that my bagels are different sizes. I like to make some big ones and some little ones, just because I can't eat a whole giant bagel, but my kids love the giant bagels. So I don't really worry much about size as much as some people may. All right. Oh, this one's mostly poppy seed coming to the end of my bottle. All right, and that is it. We are going to pop them in the oven, like I said, 20-25 minutes. I'll set the timer for 20 so that I can keep an eye on them. And that, my friends, is it. That is easy way to make homemade bagels. Enjoy the rest of your day. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye.